So how did you get the police's attention? Were you were doctor shopping so much that
we were running a large enough organization, a couple of different trap houses that the guy I was living with was doing as well in the hood, because he was more into the heroin. So when these guys would come up and be like, "Hey, let's we're in the hood, let's get a house," and he had the money. We were both set enough to do it, so we would pick up some of these other side businesses of crack houses, trap houses, and just had people coming. I mean, so when FDLE came, we had so many guns too. I mean, the FDLE came into the house and I think they confiscated like 13, 14 guns and stacks of cash and the safe. And again, I showed up. So I get the phone call, house is being raided. I'm like, okay, fine. I go to my buddy. I'm like, listen, here's a couple grand. So I'm probably going to jail. Never been before. Can bond me out. I took a rubber glove and I filled it with Roxy's and 80s, man. And I swallowed all these baggies full of, I'm like, man, I'm going to freaking be detoxing. This shit's not going to be fun. Again, I'm doing 30, 40 Roxy's a day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a lot. When you don't, when I go to sleep and have to wake up, I've detoxed.
You're already detoxing.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So every morning, every wake up in the middle of the night, you got to have a couple ready.
Yeah. So you go back to the house.
And so I go back to the house. I got my gun in my hand. The cop's like, "What, are you a fucking moron?" And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do with it?
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm obviously going to jail. You've arrested the house. Like, what am I supposed to do? Just leave it in my truck?
Yeah.
And leave my truck in the driveway? Or are you impounding it? Like, I don't know what we're doing. I've never had to go through this before. There's no rules. So, I didn't run. I came back to the house, bonded out before I even passed the pills. I was back out on the streets. My roommate was still in. He went through horrible detoxes, seizuring out, a lot more Xanax and stuff in his system. Busted blood vessel. They beat his ass. He got pepper sprayed a bunch of times, going through seizures. Just for having seizures, they pepper sprayed him. So it's rough in that environment to have to go through getting clean. But I got out quick, and they called me back because of something stupid, and I show back up again, and then they had hit me with more charges. So they arrested me right then and there, put me back in where I wasn't as prepared for more charges, and ended up staying in that time for a few weeks until I had a lawyer that showed up and, was a good old boy system. So got me back out.
Did you, during